Greetings YouTube. Let's look at Strider. Why am I playing Strider? Well, I noticed that the character was on the cover of Marvel VS Capcom Infinite, which I am going to do a review of. And I thought I'd use it as an excuse to go back on the game. So the game literally wastes no time in dropping you straight into the game. Like, that is literally the opening cutscene, and we're playing. That's it. We're in. And the basic aim here is to run right and kill everything in sight. Basically. Took a hit there, but you get a bit of health back from the enemies every time you kill one of them. The health bar at the top left-hand corner is a bit confusing in this game. I thought that the health bar was the whole thing at first. It isn't. The light green part of the health bar is my actual health. The dark green bit is how far your health can upgrade to. It's confusing. I don't know why they bothered to do that. They may as well have not made the whole thing visible. Now you can scythe through these enemy projectiles with your sword, but it's difficult at this point because I haven't got much in the way of upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, trap. Best place to take those turrets out is standing right underneath them. And first upgrade, I haven't been playing 2 minutes. Slide assault. Can now slide through these little glowing vents. And also into enemies. I think I can slide through enemies at this point as well, can't I? Yeah, I can slide through enemies as well. Just keep swinging the sword. And he swings the sword as quickly as you can press the button. The quicker you press the button, the quicker he swings it. Don't try to be clever in this bit, just keep going, keep swinging the sword. You do anything else and you're dead. You haven't got enough health at this point in the game. Ow! You haven't got enough health to do anything else. Just take the last turret out and that's it, we're finally through the door. And this is a save point. How do I activate it? It saves automatically, but it refills your health if you press a button, I think. Although it doesn't seem to be doing it. I am at full health already, though. And that objective flashed up on screen so fast I barely noticed it. Investigate disturbance. Sometimes hidden throughout the level, you get these. Concept art. Whoopee. If you're a completionist like me, it's fun trying to find them all, but there's not really any requirement to grab them. Big health power up there. Ah! I can't get over the gap without being shotgunned. And I'm down to half health. Already. Again, you can't do anything clever in this game. You've just got to... You've got to run and attack and just take every hit you get on the nose and... Yes, I know it's a restricted area. Can't get through there yet. Keep going. Shut up. And we get another upgrade here. I think. Yeah. Ah! This looks like a mini-boss. It isn't. It's a regular enemy from later on in the game. Wake up, Ian. You're supposed to slide under him. Ow! There we go. It's been a while since I played this shit. There we go. It's really annoying the way he does that. Ah, he did it to me again. I haven't done this in ages. And another upgrade. Charged Cypher. Double damage, breaks blocks. Charge the Cypher. And I can get through the door. Now this shield bearing guy, I have to do a charged Cypher to destroy his shield. Oh, God. Oh, shut up. Keeps telling you, you can't get through this door, you can't get through that door. Ow! As I said, this is not a mini-boss. This is a regular enemy. It's just a high-level one. Ah! Ah! I bobbed when I should have weaved. Ow, ow, ow. Not helpful. One down. I'm not talking, this matters. Sends you back and to do it all again if you fail. Right. Whew. Okay. X to refill health. There we go. Charge strike. Now it's the boss. So yeah, the game is wasting no time throwing you in at the deep end. How far are we in? My camera is currently at 9 minutes. I'm just minutes into this game and already I've hit the first boss. And had 1 or 2 massive fights. You just have to make sure you're not between the spikes. It's a teensy bit tedious, is this bit, if I'm being honest. It's pretty cool, it's just... You know, do I really have to climb the whole thing, you know what I mean? Good news is when I get to the top, all I have to do is whack it a few times and that's it. That's the first phase over with. Oh, there we go. We're getting near the head. Oops, that was close. Come on. Jesus. There we go. Now comes the tricky bit. Okay, this isn't the tricky bit, but... Ah, careful. Watch out for the lightning. Ow! You can't see when the lightning's going to be released. Just got to take a bit of a guess. There we go. Stage 2 complete. Now on to stage 3. Yeah. Ow! Okay, don't slide under those, Ian. Ow! Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. Ah, I tried to jump. I was pressing the jump button. Sometimes it just ignores you. But I got him. And boss 1 complete. And that's 12 minutes into the game. This game is one of those games that will kick your ass if you don't pay attention. And he flies off and we don't see him till later. And there we go. So, we have a map. And what else do we have? Now we've got a list of costumes. You can find those in-game. It just changes the colour palette of the character. It's not that exciting, to be honest. And status. This tells you what all of your abilities are that you've earned. So you get the Cypher, which is your sword, which is more like a tonfa baton. Plasma Catapult, that's a forward charge. Kunai, throwing knives. Options, there's 3 options, and they're basically like special high-tech ninjutsu abilities. Gear, right, Climb Sickle, Slide Assault. I can't remember what the other 2 are, just extra enhancements. And then we've got health, energy upgrades, energy maximum and energy recharge upgrades, and then the number and the range of your throwing knives. There's a lot of upgrades. There's not many forms of attack that you have, but there's a lot of upgrades available. If you can be bothered to hunt them all down. And for a completionist like me, it's good fun hunting them all down. Trying to find out where they all are. So the opening of the game plays almost like it's a linear level from left to right, but that's just the opening. The rest of the game is open world, more or less. So all these green things I'm smashing give me extra health. You get broadcasts like that occasionally. Grandmaster Mayo is who you're here to kill. I'm not sure if he just rules the city or the country or the whole world. At this stage in the game it is really easy to die, simply because there's so many enemies and you're taking so much fire. But if you stay mobile, attack the enemies quickly... Oh, I can't get down there. Then... Anyway, I've forgotten what I was saying now. There we go. Getting closer into the palace. You just run at the enemies and slice them to pieces at this stage in the game. It's the only sensible move. Oh! Not a boss, just a regular enemy. It's just a big one. Ow! That was a misjudgment on my part. Oh, I mistimed that. There we go. If you can fill that circle at the top of the screen, then it's like a rage mode. And all of your strikes have twice the range and twice the damage, which is basically your charge attack. Down strike. Okay, so now I can break through vents in the ground. Boom. It's handy in combat as well. The combat isn't very sophisticated at this point. And no, I can't do any other forms of attacks. There's no combos. He just swings his sword as quickly as you can press the button. If you press the button slowly, he swings it slowly. If you press it like mad... That's all he does. It's not very sophisticated combat, but it works. Well, that was clever. He was hiding behind a pillar. That sometimes happens, but it's fairly rare, to be honest. Don't touch the electrical things. Because Strider can climb on almost anything, they're there to stop you from climbing on anything you want. And I'll be sure to stab the station master. I'll bet. Don't stay on the tram line, because that can happen. Are you impressed yet? I'm impressed. Oh, not quite. There we go, rage activated. And yeah, you can attack in different directions. You can attack in any direction while you're in midair. You can pretty much attack in any direction on the ground as well. It's a bit difficult attacking upwards though. He insists on doing the upward strike. So that's a bit of a pain, but... I saw a hidden thing over there. So again, poking your noses into these kind of nooks and crannies gets you little extras. Artwork, challenges, extra outfits. It's not much, but it's likely to keep people like me happy. Completionists. Lots of little things to ferret out and find. Ow! That was a turret gun. Oh dear, that was close. Check the map, and there's a hidden vent. And we got a health upgrade. And that is the only way you get health upgrades, by the way. You have to ferret them out. That was so close. Enemies regenerate if you move away from an area often, so there's no point hanging around for a long time. Yeah, shut up. I have the right cipher type, I just didn't hit it hard enough. Rage is at maximum, so I might be able to... Yep. So much easier once you get your rage powered up, but only those high level enemies are durable enough for you to do it against. "20 minutes, really?" Boss number 2, and we are about 24 minutes in. The bosses are not that difficult really once you know how to do them. Oops. Ah, tried to slide under her, didn't quite work. Oops. I jumped, I shouldn't have done. Ow! I didn't know she was gonna flip towards me. And that's it. Unlike most games, the boss doesn't usually go through phases in this game. They can do sometimes, but usually they just fight you. Makes a refreshing change. And they don't call minions in either. You just fight them one-on-one. I get sick and tired of bosses in games summoning minions. Anyway, option C. Your ninjutsu, basically. Robot Eagle. It's used to fast travel, and it can be used to attack enemies. And that's what that red gauge is. That powers my ninjutsu. And your throwing knives later on. Whoop. Right, let's try out option C. L1 and circle. Ah! The eagle just swoops down and takes them out.
Our security systems have been compromised, and an outsider has gained access to...
Additional enemy types do appear as you go further into the game. Some of the enemies do get tough. Well, all the enemies get tougher. These regular soldiers are going down like anything, but the game does get harder. But you do get tougher, you get more abilities. Your cipher, you gain a reflect ability. What is there? There's like the inferno power on the sword. There's an ice blade, a magnetic blade, and all of those 4 element types can be applied to your forward charge and your throwing knives. There's quite a bit to do in the game. And while there are no side missions and nothing like that, I do quite like it. I like the fact that it's open world. I like the fact that the combat is simple. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here. So that was Strider. Now, let's see how he handles in Marvel vs Capcom Infinite, obviously. See ya.